Yo, what's going on, guys? So Call of Duty Black Ops 6 has been out for about a day and a half, and I just want to make a quick video giving you my initial thoughts and impressions on the game. And unfortunately, not much has changed in my opinion since beta. And still, to this day, in my personal opinion, this footstep audio is the worst thing I've ever had to deal with in any video game. I have never played a video game in my life to where someone can run full speed behind me, stab me in my back, and I see it in the kill cam, but as I'm playing, I don't hear nothing. Not a single footstep, not them hopping through the window, nothing. And that to me is just crazy. This company makes billions and billions of dollars. Why can't they have good footstep audio? And now they want to try and charge us $20 for some enhanced piece of crap. Like, this is getting ridiculous. I don't understand how games like PUBG, developed by a freaking Bluehole over there, how do their footsteps sound perfect? Like, you can hear an enemy no matter where they're at, what angle they're coming. Like, it sounds amazing. Almost every other game I've ever played has not perfect, but damn near just fine footstep audio. But for some reason, Call of Duty, the fastest and most fluid run and gun game out there, the audio is just absolute garbage. Now, the second biggest problem with this game is, of course, the skill-based matchmaking that has been talked about to death. But we gotta talk about it again because I don't know what's going on. It's skill-based matchmaking and their matchmaking patents doing their magic behind the scenes, because some games I'm using the AK, no different attachments, and it takes, like, it says I only hit a dude 3 times, but I got like 6 or 7 hit markers, and I'm just dead in like 2 shots. In other games, same scenario, I come around the same corner, do the same thing, but yet I only have to shoot a dude 3 or 4 times and he's dead. Like, the consistency with the time to kill makes absolutely no sense, and I really believe it's their patents and all the stuff they got that's working the matchmaking behind the scenes, you know, because every game my gun feels different. It feels like it does different damage, and I can't get behind that, man. Just let the guns do their base damage and let the players use them. I don't understand why you gotta nerf certain players that had good games or buff up other players' guns because they had a couple bad games. Like, none of that shit makes any sense and is fair and should be here. Like, they should get rid of that if that's really what's going on. But I have reason to believe that is what's going on, because that's what it feels like. Like, my gun does not feel the same from game to game. Now, when it comes to the gunplay, there really ain't much to talk about here because it feels like your typical Call of Duty guns. SMGs shoot like SMGs, the ARs shoot like ARs. You gotta hold the stick down a little bit. I mean, there's really not too much to say. If you've played one Call of Duty in the past 20 years, then these guns all pretty much feel the same from all the other games. Now, when it comes to the Omni movement, I will give them credit here because the Omni movement is actually pretty sweet. It allows for you to open up possibilities to get kills that you otherwise wouldn't have been able to get by running backwards or sprinting left or right. It don't sound like much, but it does open up a nice little skill gap with the movement. Now, unfortunately, I haven't been able to use it much because my A button, which is mapped to my back paddle to jump, is broken. So unfortunately, as you see in the gameplay here, I'm not really doing a whole lot of jumping or sliding. And usually, I'm an SMG player, you know, I like to run and jump and slide and get all up in there. But today, I'm playing a little more passive with the AR because my movement is absolute trash because my controller is broken. But with that being said, I feel like Omni movement was a cool addition to the game. It doesn't break it, and it's actually a good addition. So I'll give them credit on that. Now, the weapons you can use in the game are, again, nothing new. If you played other Call of Duties, there's the M4, there's the AK, they got the 5 or 6 SMGs. You know, it's the typical weapons we've always used. But granted, I will say, because it's Black Ops, you know, it is based in the 90s, and I'm pretty sure, even though these aren't licensed weapons, you know, they just made up these names, they're pretty accurate to the 90s versions weapons that they're trying to be, you know. But then again, like I said, it's just the same weapons from every other Call of Duty pretty much. But I do like the attachment system in this game. Just like I said in the beta, they got rid of a lot of the cons. So now when you add like a muzzle or a stock or something to your gun, there's not that many cons anymore. It's all pros. So you can kind of just slap on what you want and not have to worry too much about, oh, what's this take away and what's this add? Oh, what's this do and what's this do? Now pretty much it's all beneficial except for like a couple things like the muzzle or the stock. Like, those may impact you negatively, but other than that, it's pretty good. And I will mention, I like the new perk system here. It's the classic pick 10, but now if you pick 3 of the same color perks, you get a specialty perk, and there's different specialty perks you can unlock. I thought that was a pretty cool little addition. And when it comes to the game modes, there's literally nothing new. It's all the same game modes we're used to in Call of Duty, except for maybe this control game mode. I don't know what that is. Now when it comes to the maps, Babylon is trash, Daedalic is trash, Rewind is trash, Scud is trash, and the other ones were okay. Warhead is just another nuke town. But the maps are very basic. They're very just 3 lanes. Nothing to really write home about. Nothing memorable like a crash or overgrown or a vacant or something, you know what I mean? They're just very simplistic, 3-lane, basic, middle of the mall maps. And they still got all the same basic, middle of the mall score streaks too. So nothing really new there. And as far as the progression goes, it's just like every other Call of Duty. You rank up your character to unlock guns, to then use the gun, to then unlock attachments for the gun, and then I guess at the end of the day, you're just grinding these weapons to unlock camos, which I've never been into. To me, that's lame. But if that's what you're into, then hey, more power to you. And so with all that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the review by saying, for me, the game is just simply not worth the $60. I do have Game Pass, so I got it for free, technically. And then for free on Game Pass, it's definitely worth it. Try it out. I'm sure you'll get some hours of fun out of it. And if you love Call of Duty and you play Call of Duty every year, then you're probably going to like this one. It's not too different than all the other Call of Duties. Like I said, if you've played Call of Duty once, then you've played them all. Except for Advanced Warfare. That was crazy. But you're probably going to like it, man, if you like Call of Duty. But for me, the gameplay mixed with the outrageous skill-based matchmaking, mixed with the horrible, horrible footstep audio, I think I'm going to play this game for another probably 10 hours or so, maybe. And then that's probably going to be it. I do like the little grind of unlocking attachments and stuff, you know, while it's fresh and new and in the honeymoon phase. But other than that, I'm probably, like, once I'm done with that, like after a few more hours, I'm probably going to uninstall it and never play it again. So if I had to give it a score, or like if I had to grade it on like a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it a 5, and maybe even a 4 as like a bad game, and a 5 is just like okay. It's either okay or it's bad. I haven't made up my mind yet, but it's somewhere right there. But that's going to do it for me in the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, drop me a like. If you disagree with me, get down in the comments and let me know. And until next time, guys, see ya.